cheeseburger.
Now, I can't find any article or anything on this, but multiple people have been telling me today that Kubrat Pulev has in fact won the purse bid against Jarrell Miller, which is an obvious one, I think. Kubrat Pulev, he seems to have his own team in Team Sauerland, put in purse bids, plus the other one in Epic Sports and Entertainment as well. Obviously, before he was supposed to fight Dominic Brazil pulled himself out of that fight because he's on a promise to fight Deontay Wilder next. So the IBF then said, okay, Dillian Whyte, you do it. Dillian Whyte said, you know what, I ain't accepting no 25% to go to Bulgaria. You can stick it, and I want to stick with the WBC and go fight Luis Ortiz, and then a bigger money offer come through to fight Joseph Parker. So that's where Dillian Whyte is right now. So next up, Jarrell Miller. I kind of knew it was going to go to purse bids, and I kind of knew that Pulev was going to win the purse bid. And obviously he's going to want the fight in Bulgaria, but will Jarrell Miller, will he be willing to travel to Bulgaria? I don't hold too much hope for that, and I'd like to be wrong, but I know Jarrell Miller, he just wants to fight in New York or America in general. He doesn't really want to travel unless he really has to. So, for example, a world title fight, for example. But if this fight does happen, and it happens in Bulgaria, it's a very, very good fight. Both of these fights go under the radar. They really do. I think Miller probably gets a bit more publicity than Pulev, being that he's undefeated, of course, and has been calling out a lot of fighters and been linked with a lot of fighters as well. Kubrat Pulev just tends to keep himself to himself. But he's a very, very good fighter. His only one defeat was against Vladimir Klitschko. So I like this fight, and I hope this fight happens. I really do. I hope they can come to some kind of agreement where they can meet, and maybe, I don't know, on neutral ground or wherever it may be. I don't want it to be that it's going to go to Bulgaria and Jarrell Miller doesn't want to go there, because then they're just going to go through the whole, okay, reinstall a fourth person for the IBF, and then we'll get moving on to whoever else is going to be. I don't know who's going to be next. It might be Charles Martin or Dimitrenko, for all I know. I have no idea. Actually, I think it is one of them guys. But for me, it's just, I hope this fight happens. I like this fight. As I said, Kubrat Pulev is very, very good. He's known for his jab, that's for sure. He's very stinging jab, very accurate jab. He's got a very, very good right hand, very powerful. He hurts people badly. He's not a great knockout artist, but he does stop people with just unrelenting punishment. That's what Kubrat Pulev does, much like Jarrell Miller, where he just walks you down and he eats up big shots and throws combinations like no other heavyweight out there right now. He probably throws more punches per round than any other heavyweight. Maybe his best friend could rival him in Adam Kownacki. Maybe he does as well. But it's an interesting fight. As I said, Kubrat Pulev, very known for his jab, but it's almost like he's almost readable at times, because he throws a jab, and then when he's about to throw the right hand, he throws a jab again, then throws a right hand. So it's almost like he can't throw the right without throwing the left first. So, which is very hard to defend against, of course. But for me, I don't know. If this happens in Bulgaria, I don't know who would win this fight. I really don't know. Which is why I want to see it, to be fair. I think I'll probably favour Jarrell Miller. Maybe, potentially. Especially if it's on neutral ground in Bulgaria. I don't know too much about the boxing over in Bulgaria outside of Kubrat Pulev, to be honest. I know the football team and the history of Hristo Stoichkov and Lebedev and things like that. So, you know, but as far as boxing goes, I don't know too much about it. I don't know. I mean, do they get fair judges? Is there much corruption over there? I have no idea. I mean, I've never heard anything, so it probably leads me to believe that not. That's for sure. But anyway, I hope that we see this fight. Hopefully, I don't want to be going through even more. Not that it's really that important, you know. I mean, maybe just give Pulev the damn mandatory, you know. Just give it to him if Miller doesn't go through, just to save all the messing about. As Pulev was mandatory beforehand, he got injured, got replaced by Takam, who ended up fighting Joshua, of course. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But no surprise that Kubrat Pulev won the purse bid. As I said, multiple people have been telling me this over the last couple of hours. So, of course, I'm led to believe, and I do believe them, that Kubrat Pulev has won the purse bid. So, yeah, anyway, drop your thoughts below. Do you like this fight? Do you want to see this fight? Can you see Big Baby Miller moving over to Bulgaria to fight him? And, of course, when I say moving, I mean travelling, not living, of course. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.